Hey everyone, Caront here, welcoming you back to Wild Arms. In the last episode, we made our way into the L Dimension and met up with Emiko, chief of the elves in Tarjan Village, who told us that they could not fix Rudy. Unfortunately, the only one who could fix Rudy was Muriel's brother, Vassim, who was shut away south of the forest prison because he built the Guardian Blade. We ended up going through said forest prison, fighting a bunch of monsters, grabbing a bunch of treasure, and most notably, grabbing the Guardian of Life, or Doryuk. Now, he will come in handy for something that's going to happen a little bit later, but for now, let's go ahead and head in here and see if we can find Vassim, who has Muriel and basically in line, I guess. Vassim! Muriel, what are you doing here? Vassim, Rudy's in trouble. Calm down, Muriel. Breathe. Breathe. So Muriel and Vassim both get to take a look at him. I can't believe I'm looking at a forbidden home cross. Rudy needs some living metal to heal his left arm. Please, use the Guardian Blade one last time. No. Do you want me to crack the ground in half again? I can't take part in the creation of another weapon for destruction. The Guardian Blade is a blade of doom. I'm not talking about a weapon. I want you to pound out some life force with those hands. Only you can save Rudy. Only you can make metal come to life. Fix Rudy with the technology that produced the Guardian Blade. You've become strong. Or should I say, your love has become strong. Rudy shared his strength of heart with me. Rudy can change the future of mankind. Make the Guardian Blade save Rudy. It is possible to repair the arm, but we are missing two key ingredients for the operation, though. To reclaim the left hand, we need the Life Force Guardian. Check! To regulate its powers, we need the Illusion Guardian. Not so check, but we'll get to that. With both of these in place, we can finally apply the Guardian Blade to his left arm. Muriel and I will prep him for the operation. You warriors go and gather the two powers of the Guardians. The Life Force Guardian is sealed somewhere in the forest prison. I don't know where the Illusion Guardian is. There is a magical book called De La Metalica. Hey, we've heard of that! It's a book about alchemy, and it's said the power of illusion lives in it. To find one tiny book in this huge world, You must do this. You are our only hope. Our last hope, but only hope I think is better. Alright, so we have our mission. We have to save Rudy. We'll get your arm fixed up. Hang in there. And if you're Jack, everyone's worried about you. We will be back soon. To help you, I assume. Again, yay, translators. Alright, so let's go with Cecilia. And I think there's a couple things to pick up in here before we head out. Okay, yeah, he just tells us the same stuff. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, we already heard it. All right. Thanks. Okay, let's go. No time to waste. There we go. All right. Is there stuff in here? I think there is. Yeah, I thought there was. Okay. I think there's a couple of things. Hyper gear. That's probably headgear for Rudy, I would guess. Let's see. Headgear. Hyper gear. Protection for the head. Yeah, I would assume that's Rudy's, but of course he is not yet with us, so we'll just have to leave that as is. Let's see, anything else? Duplicator, nice. Need those, definitely need those. And then, I don't think there's anything down here, but let's check anyway. Oh, nice bright forge. And 3 barrels, and 3 barrels of nothing, alright. So, we've pretty much finished here. All we need to do now is head out and make our way to... Well, you should remember where De La Metalica is, because we saw it at the very beginning of the game. Now, we cannot warp straight to Filgaia from here. What we have to do instead is head to the Forest Mound, and then make our way in and go from there. So, all we really need to do here, of course, is just run all the way up and try not to run into tree trunks like I just did, and then keep running and don't run into tree trunks, and we should pretty much be good to go. Now, if you play Alter Code F, the point at which you go to Vassim's house, and when Muriel leaves the party at that point, that is when you would get your reward. As I talked about in the last episode, you would get the reward for being able to basically fight with her. And if you get it up to a certain level, you get certain items to basically take care of you. Now, De La Metallica, as we saw in the 3rd episode of this Let's Play, is in Caront Abbey. So let's go ahead and head over there. Actually, before we do that, I'm going to head to Adelheid because I want to find those crest crafts. Sorry, just a slight detour. Now, one thing I will mention is if you have not yet picked up the Prison and Lucky Shot spells, or the High Prison and Lucky Shot spells, either one really, but Prison is more efficient, then this would be a good time to do it. Now, you notice we've got both magic trainers here. You can get advanced magic from him, and let's see, choose that type. All right, let's go white magic, reflect, guard dummy, anti-magic field, counter rate. I'm not a big fan of any of those, honestly. Let's go with, that's High Prison. That's attack magic for all enemies. I think this is going to be Blast All. So let's see. Yes, that's going to be Blast All for me. Then, all right. Space, of course. No, there we go. All right. Well, my navigating skills seem to be at a bit of a premium today. And then I think I'm going to do another. Let's go ahead and do this one. I think this is Rainbow, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, we'll keep it that way. And then next up is, let's see, Random, Band Area Group, Erase Attributes. I'll get that. I'm honestly not really sure if that one will do that much good, but still we can go ahead and put it on there. And then we'll just keep that as Eraser. And I'm going to see if there's anything I really feel like I need to pick up in Simple Magic. Oh, we've got a whole row I haven't gotten. Okay, that's Rage, that's Speed, that's 50% Attribute Field. Well, I guess I'll do increase in counter rate just in case I want to, for some reason, do any grinding. I like to call my increasing encounter rate spell Come Hither, just because it sort of contrasts with my Go Away or Invisible spell. There we go. And then we've got, let's see, I don't really like much else here. Let's see, make an enemy sleep, confuse, prevent magic use, that's silence, nullify magic spell, blind the enemies. I'm honestly not that big of a fan of any of those, so I'll just go ahead and hang on to my crest crafts. Just for now anyway. I'll eventually use them, but still, we don't really need them for now. But let's go ahead and head out of here. And then we can make our way over to, back to Caront Abbey. Alright, so we already know where everything is because we've been in the sealed library before. So all we really need to do is actually head down there, and I will go ahead and not go in the door. I will go ahead and head into the sealed library here. And I think once we get to the entrance of it, I'm actually going to cut to the book, to De La Metallica, because we've already seen this area before, and I don't really think I need to bother you guys with the random encounters I might run into. So I'm going to step away for a moment, and I will see you guys at De La Metallica. Alrighty, we're back, and in good Let's Play RPG fashion, that only took about a minute, so yay. Anyhow, talk to the book, De La Metallica, which we could not read last time, but now the pages turn by themselves until it reaches a section on forbidden magic. As your consciousness wanes, you begin to hear a voice from afar. And off we go. So now we're in a book. Yoy. And this place can get really weird and very Escher-esque. Now, one thing I will mention, this is a one-time dungeon. And not only is this a one-time dungeon, but you need to be very careful about where you go. Because once you step through those doors, by and large, you cannot come back. So if you get messed up, you could be in trouble. Alright, who's going to be greeting us in this first battle in Dela? We get the Taljum, one of a couple of types of books that we'll be seeing in here. This one, not really that big of a deal. Other one, very big deal. And if for some reason I cannot run across it in the normal spate of battles, I will be doing some running around to make sure that I get it for one very good reason, and you will see it, well, a little bit later, hopefully. But these guys, really not too hard to deal with. Jack can take them out in one hit, she can toast him in one hit, and you're pretty much good to go. So, yeah, not too bad. Just go through here. Alright, now, okay, suddenly we're trapped in here. Now, you can go up this way. And let's see, is this the next door we need to go into, or am I not doing this right? Okay, door has been closed for 2 hours. Right, okay, alright. This puzzle, what you need to do is go through and actually turn and go clockwise, because basically every time that you walk up to the door, it's going to change the dialogue. 3 hours. So I'm going the wrong way. But it at least serves to illustrate my point, I suppose. So just run up and keep going, and I'm going to need to make 3 basically counterclockwise rotations here to turn back time, and then we can open that door and move further. Alright, now we should be... Only during this hour will the warm welcome of travelers begin. And off it goes. Okay, so now, you see these books here? Be sure to pick up all 7 of them. There will be 7 of them. I don't remember in this room, if it's in this room or not, but pick up all 7, because you will be getting a good, nice little prize out of it if you do. And I think that's pretty much it for this one. So, alright, let's move on. Alright, I had another couple of Taljums there, so no real big deal. And yeah, that's it for that room. Alright, so just basically keep on moving on and keep on picking up each of these books that you see. Alright, and Alright, yeah, let's definitely get all the books out of here before we move on. Okay, I think that's... Okay, another new enemy, the Pumpkinhead, which I think is weak to Holy, if I'm not mistaken. So I will spit Holy at it, and if I'm right, then I'm right. If I'm wrong, then, well, I hope I don't do too much damage to myself, or help him out too much. Or nothing, that works too, I guess. Oh, great, thanks. Well, maybe that means evil will be good for it. I don't quite rightly remember. Oh well. But you notice they're mostly attacking via flash, but now they spit a big old fireball at me, and it kind of hurts. Alright, hey, evil, will you work? Maybe, possibly. Doubtful, but hey, we can give it a shot anyway. Oh, that certainly worked. Yeah, there we go. That works quite nicely, thank you very much. So pretty much this guy should be good to go now after we're done with this turn. And let's see, actually, let me do Summon Guardian because I haven't shown off the life rune yet. And then we can dust him away with evil and we should be good. So, hello, Odoryuk. It's a big old unicorn, just like he said he was. Yay. So we use the life rune and we get healing of status effects and our health. So if you're in a pinch and you need to use this Guardian in battle, go to it. Although, as it turns out, a little bit later, we will actually find one that's better than that for that sort of thing. Alright, move up here, and this was the door to... Yeah, okay, that's the door to begin with, so we should be good to go as far as the books in this room. Alright, save point, which we won't use, but let's go ahead and... Alright, we found the other book, the Necronomicon, and I think I named it the full thing in the wanted poster. Now, what I'm going to do, first off, is I'm defending with Jack and getting rid of these others with Fire 2, because I want to leave this Necronomicon by itself. Why, you might ask? Well, first off, this sucker can hurt, and I don't want any other allies with it, so tell these guys to run away. And now I'm going to keep Jack on defense because what I want to do with this is you want to try to get something from this enemy. This Necronomicon has in its possession the most powerful magic book in the game. You want to get this. This is the only opportunity you have to get this book. So, what you want to do is enhance your chances of doing this as much as possible. How do you do that? Well, first off, try to imprison this sucker. Now, if you do this and it works, he will be surrounded like that. And if you happen to do that, then all you need to do is use Lucky Shot, which is an expensive spell, but it's very much worth it in this case because when you hit it with Lucky Shot, it dies immediately, like so. And it is a confirmed Necronomicon drop. He 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 he. So, what does this Necronomicon do for us? Now, we've got the Elder Scroll, which as you've noticed, we take this off here. Her sorcery is right now 267. Her magic resistance is 196. Pull up this Necronomicon, and oh my god, it is incredible. This makes her a magical powerhouse. Yes, I'm using it, darn it. Now, you might be thinking to yourself, Self, that sounds really nice. Why don't you collect a bunch of them and go sell them and make tons of money? Well, unfortunately, they only cost 2 Gala to sell, which really sucks. So, that's not gonna work. Alright, I had another Talgem and Necronomicon set there. And I have to admit, I used Fire 2 to kill all the Talgems, and I might have almost squealed like a little girl, because, yeah, it's really good. Cecilia's really good with Necronomicon attached. Knowledge is the treasure. You must engrave this into your heart if you seek the other side of the door. Now, we can't go here yet, but we can go in 2 other directions, one of which is over this away. Enter yon door. And we come to lots of bookshelves. The pages turn automatically to a sentence. Closed minds will lead Filgaia to its doom. Next! The elves have gone to another world. Next! For 1,000 years, people have torn apart the land, looking for the future they've lost. Next! A foolish woman opened the box and all of the desires of the world were released. This is human nature in its purest form. And that woman, by the way, in Greek legend was Pandora. What do you search for with those closed eyes? Filgaia, a dying world. Well, that doesn't sound like too much fun. But we can go down here and we've got another path to take. So let's go back. Alrighty, we had some pumpkin heads to greet us there. And Jack leveled up, so that's nice. He is now 35. Unfortunately, Cecilia got flashed, so let's go ahead and get that out of the way. Alright, now we can head downstairs past yon door and Painful Torch and head to the other door that I went down to and then decided not to. Alright, so head up this way and we have an empty treasure chest, another one, another one. Let's see, I forget is there a riddle on this one? Okay. I think I might have to open this up in a riddle. So, we're going to play Turn Back the Clock, I think. And I have to admit, I don't quite remember this one. I might need to go back through. Okay, might have to look for a hint on this one. Let's see, head out of here. And maybe okay, I had another couple of Necronomicons there, and just to emphasize, yes, this is the only opportunity in the game where you can get the book, but you fight those things a few different times, so it's not that huge of a deal. Anyway, I got the hint while I was playing in that battle, so you open the 3rd chest and the 4th chest, and you're good to go. Not quite sure exactly how you were supposed to figure that out, but oh well. Anyhow, head back up through here, and then we can talk to the slab. Yes, okay. It's true, knowledge is the real treasure. It can help people as well as confuse them. It sure confused me for a moment. Oh well, head through this way and we get... Alrighty, more Necronomicons. Hoorah! Now, before you head through the door, of course, obviously, pick up the book. And I think that's the only book we have in here, I believe. Yeah, alright, that's it. So, go ahead. More door. Not the bad place, just more doors, I should say. And then we get Song of Lightning. Alright, and I think we've got one more book, maybe? Let's see, we don't have anywhere else to... Alrighty, more Necronomicons. Not too much to that, because one application of Guilty Blade meant victory. Alright, now, good, we've got the last 3 books here. The Song of Nothingness. Then, the Song of the Sacred. Holy, I guess. And then, the Song of Illusion. And once you get all 7, so, I should adapt these characteristics into an attack. I'm going to give it a try. There must be a bunch of different characteristics. We get a fast draw hint. And, as you'll see, it is, not in that menu, Eric, it is right there. So, we'll be trying that out in future battles. Alright, let's wrap around this way. And I guess that's really about all we need to do in this room. Nice. And then come up here and we get a series of tests. I seek knowledge as guardian of the secret ways. Uninvited one. Go to the left or to the right, for we shall not meet. Alright, so let's go to the left. And then we come into this next room, and we have... The might of the demons is determined by the strength of their machines. So why does man follow the ways of the demons? Will the path to the left lead to horns? Will the path to the right lead to man? Choose the path you believe in. We believe in man, so we're going right. Visitors to Book of De La Metalica, what do you seek in this foreign world? The one who turns left here shall receive the power of death. The one who turns right shall receive the power of life. We want life, so, gee, I wonder where we're going. Next up, we have... Guardian Blade. Who is this that possesses unworthy powers? To forge a future for the world, choose the left door. To take the future from the world, choose the right door. Of course, we want to build, so let's go left. Now, I think if you choose the wrong path on these, you simply get stuck back to the beginning. I don't really want to try it out, but we'll see. People always speak of justice while using power to enforce it. What then is the meaning of justice? If you want justice as power, take the right door. If you want power as justice, take the left door. Let's go power as justice and see what this yields us here. Alright, so, next door. Ah, okay, it does take you back to the beginning. Alright, well, now we know. My bad. I guess we're going justice as power then. So basically all you really have to do is just take the doors you had already opened, making sure that you're not, that you're not screwing up, and then you should be in good shape. So it doesn't actually cost you anything if you end up running afoul of the wrong choice, but you do want to be careful not to have to do this too many times, just to make sure that, this doesn't take too long. Alright. Yeah, here we go. Justice is power. Okay, so that's what we're wanting. Her. And then... we get one last new enemy, the Mystic Spot. And I don't know if I have an enemy poster for this right now, so I might have to make one up on the spot. Alright, so go ahead and go after these guys, and I can actually show off the power of the now Necronomiconized magic, and we will go ahead and use Fire 2 as an example here, assuming it actually, well, works. Please work, because I really want to show this off. Now, there. Whoa, see, look at that. Not too much at all, and lots of money, which is always good. Alrighty, so now what we need to do is basically just head around in a big old giant circle, and not really much else to it. Just run. And keep running. Okay, we had a couple of Necronomicons there, and thank God they did not hit me with that forbidden spell at once. One of them hit me with it and about took me out of the game. So, yeah, definitely want to be careful of that when you're fighting those guys. But just... Alright, couple of pumpkin heads there. Head around this way, go down this last set of stairs, and we come to... Durus Drum. This is the realm of the forbidden knowledge. I am the keeper of all the knowledge stored here. Humans, you have successfully overcome the labyrinth. You have earned the right to possess the secret power of illusion. Just remember, the power is a vehicle, not a driver. Warrior and the shaman princess, take my powers. Have faith in what you do. And just like that, we get the Hades rune. And we get zapped out of there. So, we're done, and we get washed back to the secret library, the sealed library, which we can promptly escape. And then, of course, with one good liberal application of the teardrop, we'll be out of this place for good. Yay! Now, if you happen to not get the Necronomicon while you're here, well, sorry, there's not really much else you're going to be able to do, but, at any rate, you will still have a pretty good magic attacker in Cecilia. She just won't maybe be ideal, or at least as good as you can possibly make her, I suppose. Now, I'm going to take one last teleport trip, if I can, actually. Yeah, I can. Barely, but I can. But I'm going to go back to Adelheid and rest up, and try to get everything shaken off here. Then we should be good to go. So, I will go ahead, head to the priest first and see if that priest or priestess or nun or whatever it is can actually rid us of magical ailments. Ailments, I should say, not just magical ones. Yeah, that we have. Okay, sweet. And then whistle over here and see if we can get ourselves healed up, because we have to go back to the L dimension, and we're going to have a little bit of... Yeah, we don't have an arm. I'm going to have a little bit of, there's going to be a little bit of a surprise waiting for us. Alright, so we have made our way back through the L dimension and gone all the way through Dela Metalica. So, next time on Wild Arms, we're going to head back to the L dimension and see if we can save Rudy from, well, the fact that he got his left arm chopped off. So, thank you guys for joining me, and I will see y'all later.